Try it. It works. Why do you think you wake up in the morning? First thing you do is give a big stretch, right? As hard as you can, you stretch because you're squeezing out that energy that you've been keeping up in a prone position for 8 hours. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Let's go. What is going on? We are back. Corey here. I'm going to be going over today on the top 3 ways to optimize your energy and perform at 100%. I know this is something super important to a lot of people because a lot of people have a lot of hormone dysregulation. Their anxiety flares up all the time. They don't know how to perform. No matter what they do, they feel like they can't catch a break. They're tired all the time. Their energy's low. They can't figure out how to get out of this loop that they're stuck in. So I think this is the perfect one to hop back on. I took a small hiatus, but we are back. So top 3 ways to optimize your energy and perform at 100% with a bonus at the end. So technically it's 4 ways, but 3 ways and a bonus. Stay tuned at the end to figure that out. Let's hop right into it. So the first way, energy is a fluid. So it's constantly moving. It's like water. It goes up and it goes down and it goes in and it goes out, and you never know where it's going to go unless you can take control of it. So the first thing that you have to do is optimize the energy that comes into your body. Regulate that. Make sure the energy that you take in is only good energy for you, good energy for your brain, good energy for your heart, and good energy for your soul. This is serious stuff, guys. Energy is real. We know this. We have magic internet sky things that connect and let us speak to each other. Like, frequency and energy is real. So you need to regulate the energy that you intake into your body. Food is quite literally energy. It is the thing that we consume that gives us life so that each day on a daily basis we can perform. So if you are therefore fueling yourself with shitty food, then you are giving yourself bad energy. It's like having a gas car that takes premium gas, a Lamborghini, and putting regular unleaded gas in it. It's not going to perform at 100% efficiency. It'll still run. You'll still be able to move the car from A to B, but it's not going to go fast. It's not going to be good for the car in the long term, and you're going to have to take it in for repairs. That's what eating bad food is going to be like. So you need to focus on eating whole foods. I think everyone knows this, right? But no one actually knows like how to do it, or they just choose not to classify it or say it out loud. So I'm going to say it out loud. Whole foods. Nothing processed. Anything that's processed shouldn't go into your body. So like chicken, that's a whole food, right? Chips in a bag is not a whole food. That's processed. So, I mean, obviously there's some leniency here. I follow the 80-20 rule. Lots of people do that as well. You're going to stress yourself out more trying to get 100% efficiency than just calling it cool at 80 and splurging sometimes. But that's a slippery slope. So you got to be careful about that. Typically, what you want to do is eat whole foods. Stuff that you can grow in the ground. Fruits, vegetables, like meat. That's what you want to be consuming into your body. Things that come from animals, things that come from the ground. No processed stuff. We all know what's good and what's bad. We all know what's clean food and what's not clean food. We all know that McDonald's is bad for us. But some of us eat it anyway. If it's just once in a while McDonald's for maybe you won a big game and you're looking back on a past occasion, like it's not gonna kill you. But if it's a habit, it will. Literally will. So regulate the whole foods going into your body. That extends out to seed oils. I don't know if you guys know about seed oils. A lot of you probably do. It's getting more and more popular. I've known about them for a long time now. Seed oils are terrible for you. Anything like corn oil, canola oil, peanut oil, there's a whole scale that you can look up online. Just look up the seed oil scale, and it will tell you what's good for you and what's not good for you. The oils that are good for you are coconut oil, avocado oil, olive oil, like the good oils. The stuff that some people turn into soap and rub on their body. Beef tallow or pork fat is great to cook in, right? Now you got to be careful. You don't want to cook in olive oil like at super high heat. But literally the reason why people use restaurants use canola oil and all these bad oils is because they have a super high smoke point. So when they're cooking in the kitchen at Chipotle, if they were using, olive oil, then the whole entire restaurant would be flooded in smoke. And so that's one of the reasons why they use that. You want to limit these bad types of oils as much as possible because it is literally incredibly toxic for your body. There's a study that just came out that says that it kills your mitochondria at a 16 times faster rate. And we know from science class, mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Avoid bad seed oils. Only cook in good oils. If you stick to beef tallow, pork fat, olive oil, avocado oil, the good ones, coconut oil, you're going to be fine. But everything, when you go out to a restaurant, almost 100% of the time it's going to be cooked in seed oil. When you go to fast food, definitely 100% of the time it's going to be cooked in seed oil. It's going to destroy you with the free radicals and the oxalates, and it's gonna murder you, literally. Put whole foods in your body. Don't put seed oils into your body. Limit alcohol. That's a big one. I know, guys, you guys are freaking, I'm preaching at you. Oh, the don't drink thing. I drink alcohol sometimes, so I'm not saying that 100% of the time you got to cut it out, but it really does drain your energy. You're taking in energy and you're stealing it from the next day to put it into one fun night, which could be good in certain scenarios, but it's going to kill you the next day. That's a hangover. You're literally choosing to take energy from the next day and insert it into a night of probably not much productivity. So you got to limit that stuff. I'm not talking limit the amount of alcohol you're drinking, which, yes, that's true, but I'm also the frequency of which you drink. You can't be drinking 3 times a week, 4 times a week and still want to be productive. You got to limit it to every once in a while. Digestion. There's a couple things you can do. I take walks after every single meal. This regulates the energy that I'm taking. I just took in all this food. Every single meal, you go for a 15-minute walk. One, it's just good for you. Take walks, get the sun. But also, it's going to start everything down your digestive tract, and it's going to make the digestion a lot easier. You can also look into apple cider vinegar for digestion as well. It's going to be good for you. Supplements, that's also energy that you're taking in. This could be a whole nother video, but supplements are going to do different things for you depending on what you want. So there's tonkat ali, which will raise your testosterone. There's shilajit, which you could put in your coffee. Some people say don't put it in your coffee, but you can put it in warm water and melt it and freaking get results like Genghis Khan. So there's a few kinds of supplements that you can take that are good. Most of them aren't going to do anything. Magnesium's a big one that is going to help. You take magnesium glycinate before bed. You're probably magnesium deficient right now. You start taking magnesium, your body's going to love you for it. So this is a rabbit hole we can go down another day, but look up, what you want to try in the form of good supplements. Don't waste your money because most of them are scams, but that's also things that you can intake to regulate the energy that you have. I feel like I have more vril when I take tonkat ali. Just my personal opinion in my personal body, because it's regulating the testosterone that's flowing through my veins. Sunlight is a huge one. Sunlight. Get as much sunlight as you possibly can. Sun literally fuels us. Plants can't grow without the sun. They will literally die. We are also living beings. I cannot emphasize enough. In fact, I'm going to make another video about this, how important the sun is for you. In fact, also I'm going to get into this a little bit later, but you need to be waking up with the sunrise because that's going to reset your body. The sun literally is a lowercase g god to us because it's going to completely reset our bodies. It's energy that is coming onto our skin and we are absorbing it. So make sure you're getting as much sunlight as possible. It does not give you cancer like everything else says. Actually, sunscreens are going to give you cancer. So do your own research, but definitely get as much sunlight as possible. Now, you don't want to burn yourself and overburn, but, like everything in life, regulate it. And then breathing. That also is going to be energy in. So if you regulate your breathing, you're going to calm down. If you're in a situation where you need to calm down, limit your anxiety, then you need to breathe. Right? If you breathe really fast, your heart rate's going to go really fast. So be conscious about your breathing and use it to your advantage. If you need to calm down, if you need to, gain a sense of zen. Just regulate the energy that you're taking in from the universe. You're literally breathing in and out energy in the universe. If you've ever been in a club, it feels kind of like dead energy, dead, dirty energy. It's true. It's because everyone's just pushing so much energy out of their body, and you're breathing that energy in. So regulate the energy that comes into your body. That's the first thing. The next one is the opposite of that. You need to regulate the energy that goes out of your body. The good stuff in, the bad stuff out. More of the former, more of the latter. The best thing to do that is to lift heavy shit. Work out. That's energy that's pent up in your body that you need to push out in order to regulate what's flowing in and out of your body. Working out is incredibly good for you. Everyone knows this. We were not born to sit behind desks and fluorescent lights and type on computers all day. We were born to hunt and conquer, and we don't do it anymore. So you need to lift heavy things, get all that energy out. Cardio is a part of that. I would recommend fast cardio maybe once a week. Maybe some sprints. I box a lot for my fast cardio. So make sure that you're pumping your heart really fast on at least one occasion per week. And that's going to completely help your body regulate the energy that's being pent up. And it's going to keep you in a cycle of, okay, wake up, hunt for your food, come back, go to bed. Wake up, hunt for your food, come back, go to bed. That's how our bodies want to live out the day. And when we don't do that, when we don't work out, when we just stare at our phones all day, when we type at computers all day, when we're under fluorescent lights, our body does not respond well. Everyone knows this. Work out, be healthy, right? Don't believe this fat movement that they have going on. I think we're coming to the end of it, which is good. So cut all that stuff out. Martial arts, like I mentioned, boxing is a great way to regulate your cardio as well. Also, I'm going to make another video on this, but just martial arts, learning a martial art in general is only going to benefit you. In fact, I think as a man, you have to do this in order to find out who you really are and at least become capable of protection if you need to use it. So, like I said, we'll save that for another video. But start boxing, start hitting a bag, start taking a couple classes. They're super cheap. Social interaction is also the energy out. You can't be a hermit. I've had plenty of friends go into monk mode, and that might be good. You can use it at different times in your life. But the more you rely on monk mode and being by yourself and not even leaving your house, the more dead energy is going to be inside your house. You're breathing the same exact air. You're not going out. You're not letting it out. Like I said, energy is fluid. It's a natural cycle and a natural release, and you have to have the ins and you have to have the outs. So be social. Go out. Even if it's by yourself, go to a bar and make a friend or something. Go anywhere. We are social human beings. We are tribal human beings, and we have to have that outlet. We used to hunt together, going back on the primal thing. So have that social interaction. Gift that to yourself. Like that's not a bad thing to go out and waste time. Sometimes it's needed. Jerking off. That's also part of this. That's energy that's leaving your body. That's literally like testosterone energy, masculine vril that you have inside your body that you could repurpose for something good, towards a business. That's energy that you have saved up. And we have a culture of just scrolling on our phones, looking at a pair of tits, and then releasing it into the world, and into tissue. And it's absolutely disgusting because as men, we lose that vril and that energy that we need to survive. So limit what you're doing there. I mean, imagine you have sex with a beautiful woman. Like afterwards, you feel like the man, right? You absolutely feel like the man. But just the act of jerking off, you feel disgusting afterwards. I know all of you do. Like that's just how it works, because your brain knows that it's just a simulation. It's not real. You're not actually getting laid, and you feel like a piece of shit for it. Just inside of your body. That's the energy that you're just putting out into the world, and your brain knows it. So save it for the good stuff. Sauna, incredible. And in fact, I will not go to a gym that does not have a sauna. I only get gym memberships with saunas because it's that important to me to be able to flush all of the toxins out of my body. You can look into a niacin flush as well. It's incredibly good for you. So if you just go and you sit in the sauna maybe twice a week at least, maybe 3 times a week preferably, for 15, 20 minutes, depending on how hot the sauna is. Like that's literally, you're going to flush out a lot of the toxins that have been inside of your body over the week. A lot of that, just that dead skin that's on that, obviously you wash that out in the shower as well, but the sauna just flushes everything out. You sweat it all out and you feel like a new man. After you come out, you feel so high after the sauna. And there's a reason for that. It's because you got this new energy. That goes into the next thing. You need to literally squeeze out the dead energy as you go through your day, multiple times per day. Like you need to try it. It works. Why do you think you wake up in the morning? First thing you do is give a big stretch, right? As hard as you can, you stretch because you're squeezing out that energy that you've been keeping up in a prone position for 8 hours. So what I do is I go through every single part of my body and I just stretch it out as much as possible. Every single finger, and then move to my wrists. Just put a lot of pressure on it and squeeze it out. Move to my arms, shoulders, my neck, and I spend a good amount of time on each, 5 to 10 seconds on each part, all the way down to my toes. I promise you, if you do this multiple times per day, you will literally feel an influx of energy into your body. You're squeezing out that dead energy that you've just had sitting there for the past few hours, looking at your computer screen or whatever you do. So you're regulating the energy that's coming into your body, and you're also regulating the energy that's going out of your body. The more good stuff comes in, the more bad stuff goes out. You're going to only intake that good energy and constantly keep that flowing through your body. And this seems like a lot, but it's just a bunch of little things. It's really not a lot. You can work out for 30 minutes and still get the same exact results as someone in terms of energy output as someone who works out an hour. In fact, this also could be a different video, but I could argue that it's even better for you. So maybe I will at a different time. And then the third way, regulate energy in, regulate energy out. You have to maintain your energy. Make sure you're keeping it clean. And a big part of this is your circadian rhythm. Getting into a routine. I mentioned this earlier. This is I cannot express enough how important circadian rhythm is to us. That's why everyone has freaking mental disabilities, not mental disabilities. That's why everyone has like mental, not problems. What's the word? Like their hormones are imbalanced. You're not doing what your body wants to do, which is wake up with the sun and have it put you to bed. That's what circadian rhythm is. And I know most people are not going to be morning people. I promise you I wasn't either. When I started waking up with the sun, my days got about 70 to 80% more productive. That is almost a 2x in productivity just by waking up early. And I know you're going to say, oh yeah, everyone says this, but I'd rather just go out at night. That's fine. Have your one night, maybe every once in a while, like maximum one night a week that you do that. But I promise you, if you wake up and watch the sunrise, those particles that you see, that change in the light spectrum will reset your biological clock and it will give you more energy throughout the day. That's just how our bodies work. And part of that is also not influxing your hormones with cortisol before you go to bed and spiking your cortisol before you go to bed. And part of that is wearing blue light glasses. I don't know if you've ever had blue light glasses before. I'm not talking about the clear ones. I'm talking about actual blue light glasses that you put on before bed. So that when you're looking at your screens, because everyone's going to look at their screens, right? We live in a world where we're checking our phone and we're checking our computer and we're getting work done after the sun goes down. You want to put those on at least 2 hours before bed. What that's going to do is that is going to simulate the sunset to your body, because this blue light spectrum that's coming on your screen is not what we're expecting when we want to go to bed. It's actually stimulating our cortisol. So think about it as daytime light. Think about this light as sunset light and nighttime light, and blue light as daytime light, which is spiking your cortisol, which is needed during the day because we need to be ready for anything that happens. Maybe we get attacked, maybe we're hunting. We need that cortisol spike. But when we're trying to go to bed, that's only going to be detrimental, and we're not going to get good sleep, because when we finally do go to sleep, your brain's still going to be super active and you're not going to get restful rest. So get a pair of blue light glasses and wear them at least 2 hours before bed. That's also going to reset your circadian rhythm as well. So for instance, if I'm waking up at 6 to hit the sunrise, then I'm going to bed at 10. I put the blue light glasses on at 8, right? Easy. I mean, I'm going to be doing my things anyway, so I might as well just put the glasses on. There's no problem with it. Journaling and meditation. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I only do it once in a while, and I don't want to be that like guru guy. It's like journal and meditate, but it does help. Like like a lot of people say that journaling your thoughts is just like basically like taking a shit on a piece of paper, like with your with your brain. So it's like you're just getting all of that toxic brain energy, not the toxic body energy, but the toxic brain energy out. You can vent to yourself. You can write whatever you want to write. No one's going to read it. Just get it all out on paper. You will feel better. Meditation is something that I don't take too seriously, and that's on purpose. How I do meditation is I just sit in silence for however long I feel like it. Just put my phone away, close my eyes, regulate my breathing, and sit in silence. Sometimes it's 2, 3 minutes. Sometimes it's 10 minutes. Sometimes it's longer. Just however much I feel like it. I don't like there to be a pressure or like a sound going on in the background or anything like that. I just close my eyes and I just listen to the world that I exist in. So, also grounding. If you guys don't know what grounding is, it's incredibly good for your maintenance. It's essentially putting your bare feet on the earth because we are electrical human beings. If you put your bare feet on the earth, then you're going to center yourself. I actually sleep on a grounding mat that plugs into the bottom part of an outlet, which is the grounding part. And it's basically, okay, you guys can look up how electrical outlets work on your own time, but essentially it's simulating me being on the earth with my bare feet. Also, I go outside and I walk in my bare feet outside on the earth, and I'm telling you, like, I don't have any data or anything like that, but it does help me. Like, just I feel better when I do that, when I actually put my feet, my bare feet on the earth like my ancestors did. As much as possible, I feel better. So that's one thing. Letting go and scoping out are just kind of just like, don't worry about the big things. Don't worry about the grand scheme of things. Just be thankful. Be thankful that you have food to eat and that we don't have to hunt for it anymore. Be thankful that you can just go to a market, snag dinner. Be thankful that you can just let go of all the stress, man. Like, everything is going to be okay. And even if it's not, stressing about it isn't going to do much for you. It's like if you can't find the right chess move, like if you're stressing about it, it's not going to help you find it. It's just going to, you're just going to be stressed while you look. You might as well just look fast but not stress about it. So just let go of this whole, we have this whole culture with our phones and with the internet and with our freaking brains just move at 100 miles per hour. Just let go, man. Be okay with how your life is going to be. Still grind, still have goals, still don't accept mediocrity, but just let go of everything that is outside of your control and just do the best that you can. And if you do the best that you can every single day with consistency, you will get to where you want to get to. And that's the same thing with scoping out. Like, don't focus on the big picture. Focus on the small picture. The small picture every day will give you the big picture, but the big picture can't happen today. That's why it's the big picture. And it's really hard to do that because we live in a world of instant gratification. So that's all I have for energy maintenance. I have hormone regulation on here as well. All of these things are going to help regulate your hormones. You're regulating your cortisol with your cortisol spike with your blue light glasses. You're regulating everything that's in and out of your body. If you're eating good, clean, whole foods, you're gonna have more natural testosterone. Like, everything's going to be working properly as it should. You're eating good food. You're keeping good energy in. You're outputting energy when you're working out and simulating that hunt. You're like keeping care of your mind and of your body and of your soul, and that will naturally regulate the hormones that you have. Everyone, like, you guys seen the natural T levels have just gone down over the past like 30 years. The natural, like, everything levels have gone down. Everything good has gone down, everything bad has gone up. It's because we're not doing anything naturally anymore. Everything's artificial. The worlds that we live in on our phone, that's artificial. The food that we eat, it's artificial. This is all energy that we're taking in. We're taking in artificial energy. So of course our bodies have no idea what to do with it. And the bonus is going to be energy transference. So this is huge. And we live in a culture now where it's generally, besides for religious beliefs, acceptable to just have sex with whoever you want to have sex with. And I'm not even saying that that's a bad thing. I just want to bring this up to tell you guys to be aware of what's happening when that happens. I brought up the example earlier. When you have sex with someone, then you like feel really good right afterwards, and then when you jerk off, you feel really terrible the day after. You just feel slow and sluggish. It's got that dead energy vibe. The same can be said about the type of people that you're choosing to transfer your energy with, to have sex with. If you're having sex with good, wholesome women who give to your life, who you enjoy genuinely being around, then you're going to feel better than if you're just pumping some out in some random bimbo that you literally don't care about. So I know we have a culture where it's, especially in the West, where it's just like it just doesn't matter. You just bang, 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 bang. Especially us as men, and I like it's fine, but just be aware that you're going to naturally feel better when you're actually connecting with someone on a personal level. Just be aware that your energy, when you're transferring it in this sacred swap and the sacred bond that you're sharing, you're going to feel better when it's with someone that you actually care about. And so just know that life leads to a dead end at the end of it. So regulate what you're doing in that regard. I'm not saying stop. I'm not saying some of you need to go faster, right? Some of you just need to up the energy in this section just as much as possible. But just be aware that if you're transferring energy with someone who's a garbage human, then it's going to be garbage energy. If you're transferring energy with someone who's an amazing and beautiful and loving human, then it's going to be amazing and beautiful and loving energy. So be mindful of that as you progress through your life. So that's it. The 3 ways to perform at 100% is to regulate the energy in that you intake, and regulate the energy out that you output, and regulate and maintain the energy that you have flowing through you on a daily basis. Also be aware of the energy transference that you have in the sacred bond that we call having sex. So that's it. If you feel like you need to improve in literally any part of your life as a man, in the physical realm, in the mental realm, in the social realm, in the money realm, like literally any part, then I'm going to include the link to a free Discord. It's going to be called Lifestyle Ascension, and it's just something that me and one of my buddies, Jake, you've seen him on other videos, we're doing for absolute free. You can join, you can input, we can just have discourse back and forth, and join up, talk about your experiences. Let's bounce energy off of each other. Let's put good energy into the universe. Let's help each other become better men. And eventually I am going to put a paywall on that and put a barrier to entry via money and dollars on that, but not for now. So join while you can, and let's all become better together. That's it. That's all I want. That's why I'm making these videos. I'm not really making money from any of these at this point. I just want us all to be better together, because a lot of people have given to me, and I want to give back the knowledge that I've accumulated as well. So Lifestyle Ascension, comments, subscribes, whatever you want. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna pump more of these out. Let's do it. Let's do it. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Let's go.